Hey guys, welcome to Prince of Peace Tarot. I'm Justin, and today I'll be doing a reading for those of you with Sagittarius placements in your chart. So if you have Sagittarius anywhere within your chart, this reading could resonate. And if it does, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. Okay guys, so before I jump into your spread, let's say a prayer. Infinite Creator, Olodumare, to my higher self, my Ori, Eshu, Obatala, to the Agum Marine Laye, Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, to my benevolent ancestors, known and unknown, Florine Williams, Norman Williams, Exius Willie, thank you for allowing me to source the most accurate reading for those with Sagittarius placements in their chart. All right, guys. Let's get into your reading. It's a 3-card spread, including the top and bottom of the deck. I have your Orisha Tarot out here to clarify. I also have your Oracle cards, bunch of messages. I'm going to start the reading out with like overall messages for everybody because we're going to dig into a lot, okay? So overall, right now in the energies, possibly coming in the next couple months, this message has been coming out a lot for you all about interacting with friends and family, but noticing who supports you and who doesn't. You shouldn't ignore that, I guess, at this time. And there's this energy that we keep picking up about distancing. So maybe when you figure out those who don't support you, you may want to get some space in between you. There's another thing about turning fantasies into concrete goals, okay? This is a big thing where your fantasies, or I guess the thing you fantasize about as far as what you could be or what you want to do, if I only had this, that's possible right now. So what the energy and the divine is asking you to do is not let those fantasies and ideas drift off into the void, okay? Some of you all only look at it as a fantasy because of a need to learn. Some of you all need to like educate yourself or educate others. Like there's this energy of you being an educator. I see that in your tarot. Or sharing your experience or something like that. But for some of you, if you actually feel like you want to share research, you should do that, okay? There's something here about talking to people, and it doesn't have to be face-to-face. It could be in a classroom, but I'm picking up a lot of 3rd house, 11th house energy in your reading, so I'm really feeling like it's more of an internet thing where you have an audience, okay? There's energy of witchcraft here. It's right in the beginning, so we'll talk about that too as well. What else do we got? Just planning. There's some stuff here about some of you all wanting to go into health fields, or it has something to do with watching your health. Okay. Yeah, give me one sec. Yep. Another thing about moving. We got Jupiter energy today in the spread, all right? You got a lot of luck on your side. A lot of good karma and good luck with Justice and the Wheel of Fortune both being in the upright. But some of you all could be expecting a child. Okay, so on a positive end, you're expecting a child and you need more space, so you could be seriously contemplating moving. Now, others of you could be expecting a child out of nowhere that was unplanned and is probably not with your partner, and you may be moving out because of that, okay? You also have some energy of being summoned in for like legal duties, jury duty, all right? Or getting involved in a legal matter. I don't know, maybe to testify for something. That's for some of you, not all. You have a lot of angelic help in this time right now because some things are hectic. There's a lot of energy of information, moving, planning. There's like an overwhelming kind of thing, even changing. You know, some of you all are changing jobs. I got messages for you with that. So you do have this energy of a guardian angel, but for some, I also feel like it's you being a guardian angel by stepping up in a certain kind of way or making yourself available or coming through for somebody who I feel like can't stand up for themselves, okay? Okay, so another good thing about this Jupiter energy is conditions are favorable for job hunting right now, okay? Very, very favorable. So if you are planning on leaving a job, looking for a new job, with this kind of luck, with justice, karma on your side, all right, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to find what you want. Give me a sec, y'all. Again, more messages about relocation, remodeling, I mentioned before in another reading about a parent or or a relative having some form of issue, or there's a concern. I don't know if that's to move in with you, move out, or whatever the case may be, but there's something about relocation, and then there's relatives. Also, there's some childhood stuff coming up. You guys got some strong Scorpio Pluto energy with Death, 10 of Pentacles, Judgment clarified by the Earth element. There's this energy, and I can see that of like maybe something holding you back. Hold on. Yeah, old childhood things coming up that need to be addressed. This could be along the nature of maybe possibly needing therapy or using a self-help book or just talking it out, or your own way of getting through it. You need to do that, or you feel like you need to do that. Give me a second. One of the reasons why this stuff could be coming up is because whatever's happening with a relative, okay? So this could be with like your parent, or maybe a relative that caused some sort of pain within you. Guys, like even in your, and we'll get there, but in your oracle cards, I see trust and I see pain. Now, there's several messages I have with this, but one of them has to do with like a childhood thing, because I'm picking up 5th house energy from this. So this has something to do with children. This could either be, and I'll say this too, this could be about your childhood or a child in the present. You know, I don't know how it's manifesting for you all, but it's just that kind of energy where either something from your childhood is coming up or something with a child in your present. There's pain or something coming up for them too as well. And it could be around, other relatives or something that happened to them in school or something. Okay. Now, what is it? Yeah, these long buried memories, they need to be resolved. Some of you are noticing that like this childhood stuff is really affecting my decision making and the way I react to information or to people. Whereas it may have been like very subconscious and you didn't recognize it, like for whatever reason. Now it's becoming more and more, you're becoming more and more aware of it. All right, give me a sec. You guys got really strong willpower. I see that in your first 2 cards, but we'll get there. Man, the other thing here is about jobs. Okay, with this Pluto energy, there's job conflicts and power struggles with supervisors and co-workers. This could trigger a job loss either through layoff or conflict. But the good thing about that is, remember what we said in the beginning, you have Jupiter on your side, and Libra, you have Venus and Jupiter. All right, both the benefics are here. So if you sense, and y'all, you know what's so funny? I feel like I've been talking about this kind of energy with jobs for a while, even like throughout the summer. And one of the reasons why is some of you moved to different jobs and you liked it. And then I remember when I started picking up a message of some of you changing jobs and it's ending up like the same place you left. And I said, if it's just like the same place you left, you go ahead and get another job. Just leave. If it's within a week you see that it's stupid, or in a month you see it's stupid, because some of y'all could have been fooled. It looked good on the outside. Don't worry about switching. You will find a job so fast that you won't even have to put that place on your resume. Okay? So if you find yourself being laid off, or someone tries to abruptly fire you because they have some sort of issue with you, or your coworkers keep coming against you or trying to get you reported or something like that, don't worry. You could easily find another job if you just look. Okay? And with luck on your side, you would end up making more money. So let's say you left a place for more money, but then the culture was toxic. You still could get more money going somewhere else. Okay? All right. So hold on. Let me see. That's all of the notes that I have for you. All right. Let's jump into your reading. Okay. So in your first position, you have the 2 of Wands clarified by Oya. Second position, Page of Pentacles clarified by the Magician. Third position, Justice clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, or Oshumare. Top of the deck, you have Death clarified by the 10 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you have Judgment in the reverse clarified by the element of Earth. All right, let's start from the beginning. Here, I want to show you this first two positions. You see how both are looking at something? There's something in someone's hand. All right, we got the two, with the Two of Wands, we have a globe. In the Page of Pentacles, he has the pentacle. So both are planning. Planning is important. There's something about control here. All right, see with Oya, I know that there's something negative trying to control you. And actually, 12th house energy, Piscean energy is coming from here. Even though I know this is Mars energy and we're dealing with willpower, but if we're dealing with the 12th house energy coming toward this, that's like Mars and Pisces. So all of that water is trying to slow Mars's willpower down. How are they doing that? Through psychic attack, through trying to cause chaos in somebody's life. Where you're trying to take control, so is someone else. Now, it could be through magic, or this could be, like I said, through conflict, right? Work conflict, family conflict. Okay, some of you all are dealing with that. But strongly, though, in that 12th house energy, there is something that is taking control over, trying to take control over your will, but you need to exert your will. That's why the Two of Wands is in the upright. Keep exerting your will. Another thing that could be bothering you with that energy of the 12th house are hidden things, whether they be subconscious or secrets. See, and that's the thing. It's like if you have something in the subconscious that's constantly generating chaos, when I try to do something, like the stuff from my past is starting to mess up all my plans. That's another reason why the Pluto energy is saying, hey, let's address it. Let's address it to transform it so that what you put your will and drive toward actually comes through and you're not held back, okay? And if it's witchcraft, you need to do what is actually here. So if it's witchcraft, and this came up in a personal reading, if you know you've been doing all kinds of spiritual baths and different things like that, and you're like, this thing is still persistent. It's persistent for a reason, especially because I see this Page of Pentacles here next to it with the Magician. You are a magician. You are a chosen one, star seed. You have your own magic. And I was letting someone know the other day that sometimes when you decide to get into your craft, you know, or speak your message or do whatever it is you feel led to do, that gives you a level of protection. Why? Because that's what you came here to do. See, all of the storm, whether it be of a hidden nature, you know, things that happened to me in the past or people bothering me now, they're all of this was meant to stop you because your will is so strong, Two of Wands. It's so strong. Sometimes not even your past can stop the drive and will within you. And there are other people that see that, right? And then they try to attack you with magic or, you know, hate on you on the job, or your family be haters or your friends be haters, right? Saying things. So it could seem like a storm. Some of you all could feel like all of this is happening to me at once, but it's only proving your power. It's that you're anointed. The Two of Wands is connected to the Emperor. It's like baby Emperor. And you are an anointed one, and you need to keep your drive is just as powerful as you trying to do any kind of spell or ritual or something. I'm not telling you don't do whatever you feel is best for you, but what I strongly feel is keep doing what you came here to do. Either you're meant to start it or keep doing it, because the storm is saying trying to bring fear, okay, and control you so you don't either begin something, or if you've been in the middle of it actually doing it, they've been trying to stop you. You keep going anyway. Keep going anyway, all right? See, because this Page of Pentacles with the Magician talks about learning and teaching and sharing. And this is like being studious, being dedicated, okay? So there's a strong energy here for that. Give me one sec. With the Magician energy, third house energy, that's like computers and technology. So like I said, some of you need to share your experience with others or teach others what it is that you know. Page of Pentacles, you need to keep honing your craft. You need to keep studying whatever it is that, you know, you're good at. Okay, if it's of a spiritual nature, it's of a spiritual nature. If it's of a health nature, Page of Pentacles, then it's of a health nature. But or about nature, Page of Pentacles. Maybe you are into herbs or agriculture or something like that. I have no idea, but I know that this energy is very dedicated. Page of Pentacles is someone who studies the occult, especially with the magician clarifying it. So it's very strong here that even if, let me tell you something, and just because even if you don't want to be a metaphysician, let's say you are a mechanic, but you are very into metaphysics or spirituality, then dive deep. Dive deep. That could always be a side thing you like to talk about, or a channel you create, It all depends, but do not deny the magic inside of you. Don't deny your curiosities. And if you want to start something, you're meant to do it because this is such strong willpower. Two of Wands energy is like, nobody can stop me. I'm going to cross over into new territory. And for whatever reason, if somebody's trying to use the reverse energy of Oya to create this much chaos, it really means that you are a threat. Like, you stepping into this new territory is very threatening to someone or a group of people maybe, right? For this much chaos. So definitely keep going, all right? Never stop, because these people are afraid of you. They're afraid. And you actually doing the thing protects you as well, okay? And then literally, I feel like that's the reason why it's happening. It's trying to spur you it's testing you to keep going or get started. Now, luck is on your side. Some of you may be feeling like there's so much chaos going on. I don't know if this is going to turn out right, but it is, okay? You have justice clarified by Oshumare, Wheel of Fortune, karma, destiny. Actually, things have to balance out for you to reach your destiny. It's almost like the universe sees that, wow, like, look at this person. No matter what they throw at them, they're still determined. They're so determined, right? And we have to make sure things get balanced out. So all of this black magic stuff or people causing chaos, that's going to end. But you got to follow your intuition. Not everything, like those people on the job. Some of you may want to see them get their karma. You might not see that. You may or may not. I don't know. But one thing is, if it's saying, hey, if they're messing with you here and you don't want to be bothered and you want to make more money than these goofies over here, then go ahead and apply for that new job or go do this or go do that. So that is how you get, the justice you deserve and the luck that you're trying to tap into. Okay? Give me a second. For those of you who have been dealing with serious psychic attacks, though, that will end. But like I said, you need to keep doing what it is that you are called to do, whatever it is. Because I really do feel like someone has a great talent. You have a great talent. But further education or constantly honing it makes you even more unstoppable, okay? All right, so some of you are going back to school or getting a certificate or something like that. Keep doing what you're doing. Now, top and bottom of the deck, y'all. Look at this. All of this Scorpio, Pluto energy. I don't know if some of y'all are dealing with that, but it's definitely strong within the tarot, and it's kind of strong in your oracle cards. Give me a sec. So with this death, 10 of Cups, this is the ending of a relationship with a family member or in a marriage. With Judgment, the earth element, this is like you not being able to transform because of something holding you back. Earth element could be pentacles, could be materialism, being too stuck on materialism, or just being in a relationship that has me stuck. Okay, some of you could be dealing with an earth sign. All right, hold on, because it's funny that Scorpio energy is water. We got this earth element here, and we know that earth and water are compatible because when you put them together, it's muddy, it's sticky. But see, that's the thing. You may be involved with a person or a situation that you may have thought was compatible to you, and it's actually not. It's holding you back, and it's like hard to separate the earth from the water because they've mixed so much. But it's emotion that's causing that. And if you would just end it and cease the emotion around it or stop being emotionally manipulated, then you can move on and transform. Not saying that it's easy, but it's necessary. And actually, you have the willpower to do so. Two of Wands. Don't let anybody control you. Not with magic, not with emotions, nothing like that, okay? Because really, this is your time. And that's the crazy thing. I think I don't know if I thought this the other day or a couple days ago. This is it. Like, I think from the way we view maybe things on TV or from past experiences about like something changing in our life, that when it changes, you're very aware of the change. I feel like something's changed and we're not aware. You know, like on a intuitive level, we know that something's different, it's changing, but from the material world, like my surroundings haven't changed. But that's not even, we're looking at it wrong. That's why in the last reading, I think I talked a lot about perspective, like what's your perspective? It was coming up in some oracle cards. But that's the issue, is that we think nothing's changed when something really has shifted, either within our energy or some sort of timeline thing. We've made some decision that shifted something that we haven't seen yet. So really you think you're still in the same place, and you're not. And you need to get into this different environment or energy to actually see it come to fruition even more, for you to really know that the decision you've made has actually changed your timeline. But, you know, that's just the only way I could think of it. Like, you made a decision, or you're about to make a decision that just hasn't materialized yet. But because you decided it, it's here, which means you're already in the new timeline. You're in the new phase. But don't let false stuff make you feel like you're not. You are literally right on time, right in path for whatever it is that you're trying to create, okay? All right, so let's get into these oracle cards. All right, here, let me run through them first and then we'll get into it. In your first position, you got sex and terms, okay? Second position, you have spiritual lesson and twin flame. Third position, you have dreams and decisions. Fourth position, you have trust and pain. Fifth position, you have financially strapped and ascending. Okay. Top of the deck, you got illusion and fired up. Bottom of the deck, you have emotional intelligence and dating. All right, guys. So as I go through this, I'm gonna call out some zodiac signs and houses and things, and I'm doing that for my own description to keep me in line. But if you feel like these zodiac signs resonate with you, that's up to you. But you don't have to take that as this message doesn't apply to me because I called out a certain energy. I'm using the energy to describe the situation, okay? But here, let's get in. You have in your first position, sex and terms, okay? And it says working out, begging, negotiating. Working out, begging, negotiating. Now in the first position, we are coming with 9th house and 6th house energy. And it's funny because the first thing says working out. Now, this gives me that same energy that I told y'all about the freak couple, right? That open relationship couple. Now, I'm going to describe a couple things because for some of you, this is not about an open relationship. For others of you, this is about either someone trying to discuss that with you, whether, hey, let's start that, or, hey, I can't get out of my relationship, but, it's cool if you come through, or we could have our time kind of thing. But so here, with 9th house energy, y'all, it's a lot. Okay, here, follow me, all right? 9th house energy, guys, you could be dealing with somebody that you met on vacation during some form of travel, whether it was you or them. 9th house energy, this person could be foreign to you. You guys don't have the same kind of background, all right? That could be economically, racially, ethnically, whatever the case may be. There's a stark kind of contrast, a bit of a contrast. Another thing with 9th house energy is the fact of that exploration sort of thing. So when you get 9th and 6th, you're dealing with lifestyles, All right. So this here will be exploring a different type of lifestyle. All right. So, and the funny thing is, it says working out. I've already mentioned this before in another reading. This person could be like a physical trainer. They could be a coach, work in a gym with 6th house energy, but there's more professions that I have for you. Just give me a second though. 6th house also has to do with health though. So there could be a question about somebody's health, definitely. But hold on, give me a second. The other thing is, which I'm feeling kind of strong with the 9th, you even have 10th house energy in the 5th position here, but we'll get there. But I'll tell you this, somebody is of like, someone's status, career, or position is in question here. Or that's either a concern or a significant factor. 9th house, this could be like a clergyman, a bishop, a teacher, a professor, or something like that. Okay, I don't know if y'all have hooked up with somebody with that kind of energy. Okay, but they may be trying to like create certain terms. All right, whether this is somebody who is in an open relationship trying to get you into it, or you're dealing with someone who is, like I said, like a personal trainer, a coach. See, and the other thing here too, guys, is 9th house talks about media and publishing. Nowadays, you could be well known just because of social media. So certain professions where you would not think is popular become more popular because they get expressed on social media. Like there's this one dude, I think his name is Steven Lomas, white guy, big butt, but his butt is what draws you in for social media, but he has given attention to his moving company. And that's the thing, it's like, wow, you would never think that someone whose profession is moving, moving people in and out has become so popular. Yes, the draw is his butt, but like he's brought so much attention to his own company so that now that's increasing things for his moving company. So with 6th house energy, that could also be someone of service, okay? This 9th, 6th house energy, services. All right, so some of y'all could be dealing with, or this dynamic is between like a secretary and a boss, a roommate or a tenant. Maybe this is something between you and your landlord. This could be something between you and a therapist, a physical therapist or a talk therapist. We already talked about health clubs, gyms. When we talked about bishops and clergy, this could even be like other spiritual leaders, okay? That could be the dynamic. So someone who may consider themselves a healer, a sexual healer or something. Police, military, firefighters, and handymen. This could also be a barber or a hairdresser, okay? Even some form of technician, all right? A technician, this person could be like a cable, internet tech or something like that. Yeah. They want to discuss terms. They want to negotiate, but it feels like it's simply around how to maintain a sexual relationship. All right. Now, these little things are looking like poppies to me. I don't know if somebody has like a drug thing going on. Maybe they like to get high when they come around you. I don't know. Or this could be something you don't know about necessarily. I don't know. I think you do, because the only energy I'm picking up is Virgo and Sagittarius energy from here, 9th and 6th house. So yeah, that's in the first position. The other thing is, which is weird, and I don't know if this is an affair thing, because 9th house could talk about paternal aunts and uncles. I don't know if this is blood. Like this could be my aunt's, my blood aunt's husband, or my blood uncle's wife. That energy could be here. Not saying that you're messing with them, but maybe you're aware of something that they're doing, okay? You could be aware that they have a thing going on with all of the aforementioned people and places that I said, okay? In your second position, you have spiritual lesson and twin flame, okay? And your second position is coming from 8th, 9th, 7th, and 4th house energy. Give me a sec, y'all. Spiritual lesson and twin flame. 8th house energy is other people's money and resources. So I don't know if y'all listen, twin flames are karmics, okay? Are karmics. So some of y'all are with karmics and you know it. You may be calling them a twin, but twins are problematic. I mean, if you got to learn a spiritual lesson, I guess that's a lesson you have to learn. But anytime I could identify someone who's a twin, I'll put down cards and I see all that twin shit, I'm leaving that person alone because I already see what's about to happen. Okay? So if you have decided you want to get into a relationship, possibly a marriage with 7th house energy, there's going to be a lesson in resources. Okay? It's other people's money, sex, definitely, affairs, because the very first card is sex and terms. With that 7th house energy, whether or not y'all are agreeing to this or not, or someone's aware, but somebody's married in the energy. Yeah. 4th house energy, there's an element of family. Now, we've already had these messages about family, messing with people's partners and stuff like that. This could be another lesson that your twin flame is doing, all right? Doesn't have to be for everyone, but give me a second. See, because what's so funny is both these sets, the energy that they share is 9th house energy, okay? So, like I said, that leader or the foreigner or the open relationship folks, it's where you don't have to be in the relationship, but like I said, somebody's asking you in, or you are involved with somebody foreign and they could possibly only want your money, or something of the nature, you know? It could be vice versa too. You could be foreign and the person you met here wants your money, you know? Take it as it resonates. Guys, whatever I say, flip it. Don't, try not to get offended. This is energy. I can only, think of it as many ways as I can, but I'm just calling out the situation because someone within the first 2 sets is actually in a relationship or a lover. There's a marriage or a lover thing going on. Hold on. See, there was something else I wanted to say with that because it's weird that the 4th house popped up in there. Because 4th house is, your family. It's your family. It's your mother. It's stuff like that. So, I don't know. But here, we have a little bit of a different energy when we get into your 3rd position. You have dreams and decisions. Dreams and decisions. Oh, guys, and I didn't call out the zodiac. I know I said the houses, but in your 2nd position with the spiritual lesson, if it helps anybody, you got Scorpio energy, Sagittarius, Libra, Cancer, all right? Okay, with that spiritual lesson, twin flame. 3rd position, like I said, you got dreams and decisions. This is coming out of the 12th and 3rd house. So this, I feel like, are hidden dreams, like things you've kept to yourself, okay? Which goes right along with the feeling that I had in your first 2 cards. With that decision card, what do you think they're doing here? They are deciding on something. What should I do? Where should I go? It's action, thought, money, okay? So education, some of you all really are contemplating like, what's the best thing for me to do? But this dreams, I think somebody thinks it's like too up in the air or not possible, and it really is. All you have to do is decide. Decision says wrong reasons, contemplating, stay or leave uncertain. Okay? Now, with 12th house energy, 3rd house energy, it could be, do I want to do something that's online for some? But you have to figure out your reason for doing it. This could be, do I just want attention or do I really want to help? Sometimes you got to think about that, like honing your message. What am I really doing? Am I mixing my message? Do I really want to help or not? Okay, that's one thing. Then that's all it feels like with the 12th house, 3rd house. Other than that, 12th house energy, like we said, are hidden things in the subconscious. Maybe some of you feel like I'm afraid to share some old things. Now, yeah. If it's not about doing something online, 3rd house is just information. And am I ready to give this information? Am I ready to talk about this? Okay. Yeah, because he seems a little bit like sad. Wrong decision. Is this the right thing to say? What will be the repercussions after I speak on this? You know, but maybe this will free me. Maybe by opening up about this, I'm finally free from it. Okay, with this dreams. Because I feel like this person feels like, you know, I finally released that. Because, you know, 12th house energy is imprisonment, you know? So maybe somebody feels imprisoned either by not fulfilling their dreams or withholding things on the inside that, you know, they're contemplating, should I stay, should I go? What should I say or should I not say? All right? And that could be another thing too, specifically just around moving. Two of Wands, right? Being too afraid to move to another city or do something to follow your dream. Go ahead, do you. All right? Give me a second. Fourth position, we got trust and we have pain. Trust and pain. And it says, guarded, apprehensive, putting up a wall, excruciating pain. Now, here we have 6th house, 11th house, 12th house, 4th and 5th house. All right? So this shares an energy here. All right? These two share an energy. Give me a second. So this could be I trusted someone and they had an affair. This could also be I trusted that open relationship couple and something bad happened. All right. Remember, 6th house energy could talk about your health. So it's like in this energy, it's like I honestly thought it was cool. Like we had done it so many times and we didn't need to wear protection or something like that. And then I'm hurt from this thing. And it's pain because it's like either I decided, like I knowingly said, okay, fine, it's cool, we don't do this or whatever the case may be. It's like I almost went in knowing something. You may not have gone in knowing everything though, because we do have 12th house energy, which is something was hidden. Something was hidden and somebody got you to trust them without giving you all the information, but you agree and then you experience a pain. This may have already happened or you need to be aware of this before you go full-fledged. This is why I'm, speaking about all these scenarios before you get involved in something that you're not sure of. Because I'm gonna tell you this, whoever is discussing these terms, I could already see these terms here. The terms apply to you and them or you and these two, but you don't know what they do when they on their own. You don't know what she doing when she off. You don't know what he doing when he off somewhere. Okay? Just letting you know. Now, the other thing that we have to talk about with the other energies is 4th and 5th bring in children, right? 4th and 5th bring in children, whether this is concerning your childhood or a child in your energy. You may have trusted somebody when you were a child that caused you pain, and that energy is coming up for you, all right? It's somehow manifesting in multiple ways, or you're noticing it's affecting you in a particular way. I don't know, with 6th house energy, I don't know if some of you all live with the wrong person and they crossed the boundary with you, or a tenant or a roommate or somebody, okay? Another thing is when we go back to children, you also have 11th house. This could be someone who is adopted, all right? Someone who's adopted, who trusted maybe their adoptive family and something happened, crossed the line with 11th house, 4th and 5th house energy. And then again, 12th house energy is, certain things being hidden. Also, there's this thing like 12th house energy could talk about drugs. And like I already told you, this looks like some poppies growing and, I don't know, these ain't the right kind of flowers. So that's another thing of somebody, your family, 4th house, I don't know if somebody tried to drug you or something. That's not for everybody, but I do want to mention that because that was coming out a lot a couple months ago, like things being spiked or maybe drinks or food being laced with something. So, that could be there as well. But all in all, I do feel like, yes, there was obviously some form of betrayal with someone you trusted, whether within a sexual dynamic or a family dynamic, okay? And this needs to be resolved. This is why some of you are coming through as a guardian angel to a particular person, either yourself or to a child with 5th house energy. This is the only set out of your oracle cards that carry 5th house energy. 5th house energy is creativity, casual sex, and it has a lot to do with children. All right. So if you feel like your child is going through something or a child around you, then you may want to have a discussion. Also, some of y'all may be involved with people who have done this. Like, it doesn't have to be your child. It could be just that the person that I was interested in may have harmed a child. But, you know, it all depends on how it manifests. This is why I call out the energies. You know, you feel free to pause, look up those energies to figure out how it is playing within, you know, the dynamic if the cards resonate for you. Okay? Now, this last set. We got financially strapped and ascending. Financially strapped and ascending. Now, from off the face value, it looks like, give me a sec, that in order for your finances to be okay, you need to vibrate a little higher. You need to get away from something, whatever's holding you down, okay? But in this energy, in your 5th position, you're coming with 11th house Aquarius, 10th house Capricorn, 3rd house Gemini, 7th house Venus energy, okay? Now, there's so many things. Here in the 3rd house, some of you, this is computers and internet, so some of you could be doing something on the internet for money, or a sibling, relative, neighbor, or somebody like that is doing this, okay? Now, when we get into 11th house energy, you definitely have an audience, all right? Somebody's doing something for their audience, and they're doing something that the motivation could be money, but it also could be like the opportunity to become famous or something like that. 10th house energy. Now, the other thing that is a little 7th house energy could be there's a lover or a partner, all right, with this energy. Now, I don't know if somebody is being gay for pay, because we got the rainbow, or, you know, you gotta pay to play. Whatever the case may be, somebody is giving money for doing something. Now, when you get in 11th and 10th house energy, this reminds me of that pastor that got caught with that OnlyFans dude. His name was Dwayne Dawkins. All right. And he's a pastor, well known, you know, 10th house, 11th house energy. You got a whole congregation. You speak against gays, you know, speaking against homosexuality. And then you openly are willing to be recorded, you know, on somebody's OnlyFans, having sex with another man. You know, you have a whole family. Like, it was just total disregard in my eyes. But I had to stop watching it because I thought I was going to get in trouble with God. That's how intense that video was. But it's that kind of energy where some of y'all could be dealing with someone like that, where either this energy is talking about you or someone around you, okay, that is financially strapped and could be doing certain things for money, right? Or they have this side person. Like, if one of them is married, they're paying this person possibly for sex, and it's probably someone in the LGBTQ community. This could be somebody's husband that, you know, likes to either pay prostitutes or something like that. They could deal with transsexual, transgender people, or something where they feel better paying. They feel like if I pay, then I could take it off my conscience. That's how people are, you know, like, it's not real if I pay for it, you know, and I feel that kind of energy. But somebody could be well known either because they're well known on the internet, or they're well known because they are frequenting somebody in the LGBTQ community and they're paying them. Give me a second. And if it's not that, you're just being surprised that somebody within your family or a neighbor or somebody is online doing what they do. Okay, so yeah. Let's go to the top and bottom of the deck. You have illusion and fired up. You also have at the bottom emotional intelligence and dating. Okay, so this is talking about being smart. This is saying being smart. Do not let your emotions make you ignore whatever is happening in this dynamic. The top and bottom of the deck feel very connected because they both, here, I'm gonna show you. The top has 11th, 12th house energy and 3rd house energy. The bottom has 11th and 12th. So the 3rd house energy could be talking about that sibling, relative, or neighbor. All right. So this could be its own energy of somebody, 12th house, 11th, 3rd. No, I'm not gonna separate it like that. They should stay together. They should definitely stay together. Okay. So with this energy, this is getting involved with something where you should be smarter. You should be smarter. So where your 5th house energy, like I was saying, you want to do some online stuff, be careful. Be careful. This could be on your mind about being intelligent about that, about the illusion of it, about sparking up. Maybe there's a drug thing. Maybe somebody wants you to smoke something that don't have exactly everything you think is in there. Maybe you meet up with somebody online. 3rd house energy, thank you, because all I'm thinking about is these apps, Twitter and shit. But like here, dating says that. It says dating sites, hooking up, seeing someone, one night stands. Right? You gotta be careful who you meeting up with. Somebody showing an illusion. Somebody could say like, oh yeah, let's meet up and we smoke, and you don't know what you're smoking. Okay, somebody could be have rage or mental issues because fuming with rage, overwhelming explosion of emotions, very angry. Like this could be an encounter that you did not expect to go down the way it did. They looked like a normal person, and then all of a sudden I didn't agree to something or wouldn't do something, and they went off into this whole crazy thing. Or somebody is on some kind of drugs or something like that. See, because 11th house energy, I know I'm talking to somebody in the LGBTQ community. It's funny because astrology puts LGBTQ stuff all in the 11th house. But I was told by another astrologer, if you have like heavy mutable energy, Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, and Virgo energy within your chart, you are on the spectrum. You'll definitely be on the spectrum. But being bi or gay or whatever, or curious or something like that. But mostly 11th house energy puts in the LGBTQ community. So the energy is strong here about that. And it's telling us something is going on in this area that just does not feel safe. Okay? It doesn't. And here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect some energies. Everywhere I see 11th energy in your 4th, you have 11th house energy in the 4th. You have 11th house energy in the 5th position, right? Okay, so here's our rainbow. Trust, pain. And then you have 11th house energy at the top and bottom of the deck. Okay? All right, so be careful because that could be you being hurt in sexual situations, you being hurt by somebody you thought you could trust. Like dating site does not mean the first encounter I have with a person. That it doesn't have to mean that. This could be somebody you met on the site and maybe y'all have hooked up more than once. But then all of a sudden, where you thought you could trust them because we've gotten together so many times, something else happens, right? See, because when somebody's coming in and out of your life, you don't know nothing about what they're doing when they're not around you, right? You don't know if they are wearing protection or not, or whatever the case may be. What's going on, or if maybe off the first time you met them, I didn't see their mental illness, but the 4th or 3rd time I did, that came out, and there was like a scuffle or a fight, you know, or that this person was plotting and planning. See, because 7th house energy Could talk about somebody being in a relationship, but that's the house of open enemies. Some of y'all don't know, like, y'all been sleeping with an enemy who just been waiting for the right time to do what they gonna do. It's people like that. I'm sorry to say it, I know, but it really is people who, like, you know, bide their time about what it is they're doing. Give me a second. Yeah, be careful. Be careful. Even this couple here, like I told you, you never know what they're doing. You never know what they're doing. And why are you trying to make terms all around sex? Why are you trying to beg and negotiate and work something out with me? Right? It's not that serious. It's not. Or getting with a twin flame that carries that kind of energy, only to learn a lesson. To think you can handle a certain dynamic that's just not, you know, that wasn't the plan. Because terms and conditions and all that is like, I didn't plan it. Somebody's planning it. It wasn't me. And then I find out, look, I can't trust this person. And it caused me so much pain. Emotional pain, sexual pain, probably financial pain. It's there. Focus here on your own dreams. Focus on your dreams. Okay? If you feel like you want to move somewhere or do something different, the energy down here says that your luck is good. Find the job or the money that you need in order to get there. See, I'm not trying to hate on nobody's hustle. I'm not. But like everybody, like here, like if you're seriously considering an OnlyFans thing, people don't talk about the ones where they did this and it didn't work. All you see sometimes with that is the people who say it's working out for them. And financially, it could be working out for them, but emotionally or health-wise or mentally, it may not be working out for them, okay? Or they started out with a lot of money and then they ended up not having money because then they end up still possibly being financially strapped. You forget that, like, oh my God, I got to create a bunch of content. So now I'm to the point of now I got to get on the dating sites and ask who wants to record kind of thing, right? And now I'm to the point I'm inviting people over and I don't know them, okay? The people coming with illusions or there are drugs involved. So just be careful. Not trying to knock a hustle, but when you're not meant for a certain thing, you're just not meant for it. And sometimes we're going through our own karmic stuff of having to come out of financial hurt, dealing with our pain from the past, that we try to find a way to solve it. And we think money will solve it. And sometimes we just end up digging ourselves in a deeper hole, money or pleasure, you know, trying not to feel or go through whatever karma we're dealing with. But some of these twin flames are going to teach you lessons that you will remember. But if you can recognize they're a twin flame, and if you've already been through it, because 12th house sometimes lets me know that some of y'all have already been through these situations and are like going back to similar things. If you already been through it, leave it alone. Don't do it again. Close it out. Don't let the matrix repeat a situation around you because, you know, somebody's been causing chaos in your life, stressing you out, and you think things aren't changing, so I'm going to go ahead and do what I used to do. See, Mars energy, if it doesn't get expressed the way it wants to, it'll express itself negatively. And Mars energy is heightened with sex. Mars could be doing something, you know? And all I know is it's either going to cause somebody anger, aggression, or cause you to act out sexually. But it's no judgment. It's just what the energy is doing. But if you don't recognize it, you don't recognize the lesson that's happening right now, then you know you miss it. And the outcome is the outcome. But tap into more positive energies. This is very positive. You could become an expert in your field or your craft. All right? Luck is on your side. Life will balance out for you. It's trying to put you at the top of the wheel. Just change your focus. You know, what I see is fear and apprehension, pleasure and pain, and, you know, possibly negotiating terms around sexual dynamics because you may not feel that love is in the cards for you when it really is. Check out the reading I posted yesterday. It really is. So that's what I have for you. That's what I got for you. If the reading resonates, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. If you want to book a personal reading, the link to book is in the description box below. All right, guys, see you.